What?
I'm just watching you.
I'm like going over what I'm gonna say in my head.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to today's video. We are going to be kind of taking you through
The first 24 hours of us sleep training baby Bo. We're very amateur at this, obviously. The only thing that we know is off of YouTube and Google.
research.
So let's see how the first 24 hours goes.
Wish us luck.
Take you to the camera.
It's Brittany and Mercedes, and I have a lot of anxiety right now.
Oh my goodness, I can't hold this. There we go. I'm shaking.
don't-
That's how much anxiety I have. Shaking.
I don't get anxiety. I don't get stressed very much, but this is night number 1
Of sleep training.
of sleep training. And we've already done 2 minutes and 5 minutes, and he's been crying.
We're doing the Ferber Method.
Ferber Method, yep. And now we're on 10 minutes, and he's been crying this entire time. We've got 1 minute left.
And it's been the longest 10 minutes of our life.
It's like watching the microwave go. You know how long it takes 1 minute to go on a microwave?
When you're like staring at a baby just screaming and crying. And it's sad because his camera, if he pushes himself up, because he keeps flipping over, his face is facing the camera and he just looks at you like he's so upset.
He does.
Like straight into the camera. Poor baby. He is looking for us. Look how sad.
It just breaks your heart. But we've done a lot of research on this, and we are ready for some sleep during the night. So right now, it's almost been 10 minutes. We got like 15 seconds left. Mercy's going to go in there and just talk to him, calm him down, get him relaxed. And before he falls back asleep, or he wasn't even asleep, before he falls asleep again, when he's calm, you can hear him crying. It breaks his mommy's heart. Before he goes back to sleep, she'll walk out again. And we start the timer again if he starts crying. 10 minutes. But she goes in there. You can pat him. You can't pick him up. But we just turn it back over on his back. You're not supposed to pick him up. First night. And we'll see how it goes. Wish us luck. Because we hate this. We hate... For you parents that can do the whole... Put your baby in a room and let him cry. I don't know how you do it because that is hard. This 10-minute thing is hard. But, we're going to get through it. He's going to get through it. It's going to be better for all of us. Well, we'll check back in a little while.
Quiet.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went in there, and all I did was pat him, and I talked to him. I told him I loved him, and once he would calm down, I stopped patting. I just left my hand on top, and then once he calmed down a little more, I put my hand away, and then left the room. And he hasn't moved since I've left the room. And mind you, it's only been a couple minutes, but last time we left the room, he immediately started screaming.
He has not moved since she came out of the room. Look at his hair, y'all. What the heck is this? Gross. But he has not moved from that position so far. We can't tell if his eyes are closed, but maybe it's working.
Let's hope the rest of the night goes like this. So as the night progresses, let's say he sleeps for 3 hours. He wakes up again. We'll wait. Should we wait 5 minutes or 10 minutes?
3 hours. I mean,
Like when he gets a long period of sleep, what do you think?
Oh yeah. You can probably do 5 minutes.
And then once the 5 minutes is up, I'll soothe him. He still sleeps in our room.
In a separate.
In his separate bed, obviously. After that 5 minutes, I'll soothe him. And then once he gets rested again, leave him alone. Look at this crazy hair. And then...
Don't even talk about freaking crazy hair, because... Y'all, it's been 10 years since I've had long hair. And I hate it. I can't stand it on my neck.
I think you look good.
Whatever.
So after he wakes up,
if he does.
if it's
When
later,
he does.
yeah, throughout the middle of the night, then I'll wait the 5 minutes for the first time, and then 10 minutes every time after that.
But he still eats through the night. So
I think he'll only probably need to eat once.
Yeah. She fed him real good right before he went down. So he's got a full belly. He's got a clean diaper. He's got his little swaddle on. His arms are out, so if he does roll over, he can pick himself up. But so far...
His arm moved.
He twitched.
So far, so good.
And this is the Ferber Method.
Ferber. I keep wanting to say Ferber.
Ferber Method. And doctors...
Yeah, like pediatricians who share like their tips and stuff, and other moms and other parents.
This is the one that they suggested.
It's the one that we like, or I should say I liked. I do all the research and then I tell her about it.
Yeah. Yep. And then if I don't understand something, I'll go look into it more. But I think we have a good little parenting system going on here.
Yeah, we do.
So he still hasn't moved. Wish us luck, because
we have not been getting good sleep recently.
These two mamas need some sleep. And look, these two boys are just passed out. Oh, there's Titus and Coda. I don't know if you can see them, but we'll check back in a little while if he wakes up. But so far, so good. It's 8:05.
We put him down at 7-ish. We did his bedtime.
Yep, gave him a
routine
bath.
Or whatever. Gave him his bath, read him a couple books.
Fed him, and then just put him down. He's our sweet baby. We love him so much. Oh, he twitched. I think he's asleep. Because he still hasn't moved. He, like, twitched his little hand a little bit. But the crying, it, like...
Listening
it
to
does
your baby
something
cry,
to your heart.
Like, your body, the way our bodies respond is, like, you want to rush in there and you want to say, it's like you have to save your baby. Like, something's seriously wrong and you have to go in there and save him. Because it doesn't feel natural to let your baby just cry.
No. This is crazy.
I don't know how long it's going to last. Let's make a bet. Let's make a bet. How long do you think he'll stay asleep?
I think he's good now.
You think he's going to sleep the whole night?
Oh, no.
No, that's what I'm saying. How many hours do you think he's going to sleep? Oh, okay, so it's 8 o'clock now. What time do you think
I think he'll be up around 11.
I was going to say 11. So before we started this, he does eat between 11 and 2. Anytime between 11 and 2, he usually wakes up to eat. But I don't normally feed him right before bed. But this time I did, just so he'd go to sleep on a full belly. So I'm going to say 1.
1.
I'm going to say 1.
Wow. That's pushing it.
Ballsy. I'm going to say
like
1, and we'll let you know who wins.
But
so right now
we'll check back in. 8:07.
And the baby's out. 2 arm twitches already.
2 arm twitches. All right. So we'll check back in when he wakes up and see who wins. And we're going to work on this Ferber Method. And then the next night, the second night.
Oh, yeah. So tonight, the very first night, we started with 2 minutes.
Yep.
2 minutes. He woke up. We let him cry for 2 minutes.
He was already awake.
Sorry. We put him down. He cried for 2 minutes. We went in there, soothed him, left before he's asleep. You don't want to put him to sleep and then leave. You want him calmed.
But awake.
Calm but awake. And then we left for 5 minutes.
5 minutes. That same thing. Calm you down. Then the 10 minutes. And so far, We've only had to wait 10 minutes. One time. And I believe he's asleep. Now it's time for this mama to eat.
What are you eating?
Collards,
Ooh, and beans.
cream cone, and pork.
Poke.
I'm speechless.
I'm waiting to hear him go like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I didn't take into account when he was going to wake up hungry. So I guess Brittany wins this round.
It's 10:52. And he's waking up. But we're going to wait 5 minutes. See what happens.
All right, so last night didn't go horrible.
No.
He did pretty okay. He still woke up at his normal times, but
Just 11 and 3.
yeah, I think he progressively got like less cranky when he woke up though.
Yeah.
So like I don't know if there was times he woke up and didn't make much noise, but hopefully tonight we'll have even more progress.
Yeah.
Huh?
So you weren't alone. You had us the whole time.
Yeah, I think he just feels so lonely by himself. So
It does.
I know, Titus. We haven't got out of bed yet. I know. So I'll go feed you, sir.
And it's 7 a.m. He woke up at 7 a.m.
Yeah, and not 5:30 like you did yesterday.
Oh.
And he did sleep on his belly most of the night, which was terrifying. Because I can't watch you all throughout the night. I kept trying to flip you over, and you would just flip right back over.
Yep.
You just thought it was all okay to do that. Yeah, you did. And that's scary to mommy.
Yes, it is.
But
Is it
you slept pretty good still.
night number 1? Success.
I don't know if I'd call it a success, but we survived. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Oh, good burp.
So it's day 2 of sleep training, Ferber Method with our baby. Last night went okay, pretty well. Not much change. He did sleep in longer increments, but only by like 30 to 45 minutes. So I guess that's progress. And it's our first nap. So I went in there. I rocked him a little bit just to get him in a sleepy mood for his nap, as we usually do. And instead of rocking him until he's asleep, I rocked him. He started to yawn. I could tell he was getting tired. So I set him down in his crib and left the room. I told him I loved him, obviously. Kissed on him. Told him to have a good nap. And when I left the room, immediately starts fussing. So I start the 2-minute timer. I go in after 2 minutes of him screaming. And I go in, I kind of settle him down. I rearranged his bed because I wanted to make sure it was extra safe now that he's moving around. And the only thing I did was give him his security blanket that's in there, which I know you're not supposed to, or it's recommended not to have any blankets or pillows or anything in there for him, but he's recently been sleeping with these things and it's been helping him a lot to self-soothe. So after 2 minutes, I went in there, remembered about this security blanket, gave it to him, and he still was screaming. And I left the room after 2 minutes of trying to get him to calm down. And he screamed for another minute, and I had my 5-minute timer going. And before that timer was even up, he was already settling himself back down. So learning that we need to give him a little bit of time to realize everything's okay. I just need to take my nap, and yeah, it's going well so far. I'm pretty sure he's asleep.
I'm gonna go wash his nappy ass head.
So he's been down for about 30 minutes, and usually after 30 minutes he starts to wake up, and he has started to rustle around a little bit. But so far he's not cried or screamed or really made any big movements. He's kind of just repositioning and cuddling his cute little security blanket. So, and I'm having my favorite snack of edamame. Okay, so he woke up and he's been fussing. So I did the 2-minute timer, went in there at 2 minutes, calmed him down as best I could, and then left. And then he kept fussing, so I did a 5-minute timer, and I went in there, calmed him down as best I could, and then I left. Now I'm on my 10-minute timer, and he's fussing, but he's starting to kind of die down, and then he'll stop, and then he'll start fussing again. So, yeah. Hopefully this next 10 minutes will be the last 10 minutes I have to go in there and adjust him. Did he just hit his head on the... It's okay. Okay, so that nap window was not great. After the whole 2 hours of his nap window from 9 to 11, he slept less than 30 minutes that very first time, went to sleep on his own. He did great. Once he woke up, he did not go back to sleep. He was crying, he was screaming, he was not having it. And so here we are now. He's up and he's playing, and hopefully the next nap can go a little better, even though it probably won't, because we've got to go out and run some errands and do some things. It's going to run into his next nap time, so.
Go. Lay down.
Yeah, that's you. Wow, look at you.
Food is so good.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, so sorry. Last night was pretty good, but yesterday was not so good. The nap sucked. We put him down to bed last night and he fell asleep. Just like that. Just fell asleep. He woke up 3 hour, 45 minutes later, but we waited for him to go back to sleep before she fed him. So he finally went back to sleep, and we got ready for bed, and then she grabbed him while he's sleeping and fed him.
Yeah, I did a dream feed, so he was not gonna wake up in an hour hungry.
And that was around 11:15. He didn't wake up again until 2:45-ish, and he usually eats around 3. Well, he woke up, I set a 5-minute timer, he fussed, and I went over there and checked on him, and he went back to sleep. So I asked Merce, I was like, do you want to feed him in 30 minutes, or do you just want to let him sleep?
Because he's used to getting up now every 3 hours to eat, but I'm trying to see if he can wait another hour and wait every 4 hours at nighttime to eat. And she woke me up when it was just 3 hours.
Yep. So he went back to sleep, didn't wake up until 5?
5, yeah, around 5:20-ish.
So he slept another couple hours, and then she finally fed him then. And then he cried for probably an hour.
He did. He cried, and I was doing the whole Ferber Method thing where, I wait 5 minutes, I wait 10 minutes, I waited another 10, and then I pushed it to 15, and then I pushed it to 20. But once I started the 20-minute timer, after that first 15-minute visit, he was ready to go back down. And I pat his back, and he went right down after that.
Yep.
He would just pop his little head up and see if I was still there while I was patting his back, and then he'd lay down. And after doing that a couple times, I went ahead and got back into bed, and he was quiet the rest of the night until this morning when he woke up around 8.
8, yep.
Yeah, which he usually wakes up at 7, so that was nice.
We still got to get these naps down. They are rough right now. Anyways, that's how our first 24 hours went. Wasn't terrible, but we'll see.
Hey y'all, so I'm realizing that we really suck at filming outros. We do. We keep forgetting. We just get so busy with you. Spending so much time with you. So, to wrap this very long vlog up, if you're still here, thank you. The Ferber Method is working very well for his bedtime. His naps, on the other hand, is just something we've got to work on. It may not be working good, and it may not be the right method for him. So we'll modify it a little bit to fit our family a little better, and hopefully we can get it figured out. It'll work out. It'll work out the way it's supposed to eventually, won't it? So if you liked this video, if you found it a little bit helpful, go ahead and leave us a like. If you want to see more of our content, subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you guys have any suggestions for our channel or how we can improve and make our videos more likable for our viewers, leave us a comment below. If you guys have any suggestions, if you're parents yourself and have done something differently with your children and it worked really well, specifically for naps, because man, we're struggling. Yeah, give us that advice below in the comments. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Say bye-bye, Bobo. Bye-bye, sir. Oh my goodness, you're freaking cute.